Hey, what do you think of the world?
You mean the world today? In which sense?
Well, we find crisis everywhere. Foodstuff prices are rising all the time, while the farmers are committing suicide due to lack of income. There are more poor people all the times. Jobs are disappearing while the stock markets are going up. The crisis is everywhere. What do you think about it?
Yes, the crisis is growing everywhere. Relationships are in trouble at all levels, be it personal, couples, friends, neighbors, countries, or whatever. The violence is increasing all the time. The crisis seems to be global, but without anyone in control of it. I cannot say how can it be overcome.
I think this is two aspects, both related to each other. There is violence within us, expressed as hatred, frustrations, fear, insecurity, enmity, etc., and there's violence outside, expressed as physical violence, economic violence, racial violence, religious violence, gender violence, psychological violence, moral violence.
You are very right about it. I see a clear relation between the two, and it seems that both affect each other also. So, we must learn to overcome them both at the same time. But, is that possible?
I think there must be a way out. Do you remember when there was no fire and humans found it? Do you remember when there were no airplanes and humans found a way to create them? There were no bulbs, no electricity, no cars, no telephones, computers, etc., and all these were discovered thanks to the selfless creativity of some human beings, who gave all this and a lot more to the world. I think, today, the selfishness has taken over the human being and he is in the vice grip of selfishness. This has made him very violent.
Hey, I think you are right. Everyone thinks of just my home, my career, my car, my phone. Everything seems to be ending with oneself. This is not what the great people are known for.
Precisely. If everything were to end in oneself, how can one be a part of the world? The world needs creativity, selflessness in order to grow. And the growth can be possible for all, when we think of all, and not just of oneself. Our world today has become a small and connected world, which is first time in the human history.
You are right. And, I think, that is the solution. But, where do we start from? How do we convince others to start becoming selfless? How do we tell them that happiness is achieved by sharing and not storing?
I think, for this, we must learn to dive within ourselves. Each one of us faces questions like, what kind of life do I want? Under which conditions do I want to live? We must experience the selflessness ourselves first and then convey this to others. The experience will speak better than just knowledge. Let us try this method.
Yes, we also search for the meaning of our lives. Is life just for routine learning and earning, or is there something more to it? Does life have a meaning? If yes, what is it, and how to find it? How to experience it? What is the inner world that some great people have spoken about?
I am sure there is a way to explore the inner world and find the answers. I think the profound that must be somewhere within us, within each one of us, must be communicable. There must be a way to reach it and to experience it. Let us start exploring that.
Fine, I'm with you. But, where do we begin from? How do we start the search? From where?
Wait, have some patience. Do you remember the other day, we read about the internal guide? Let us read that further and learn to configure it and work with it. They said, the guide can help you explore the deep within you. I suggest, let us start from there.
I think you are right, and you do have a valid point there. Moreover, we do not lose anything by trying this method. But, do you have the text of that work titled The Inner Guide? And yes, I also remember that it is also freely available from the blog.sudhargandatra.org.